Hello everyone, my name is John. Today I will tell you how to set up an integration to transfer new leads from NativeForms to Gmail. This is necessary to automatically transfer new leads from NativeForms to other systems. For example, through the Gmail service you can send new emails. Now let's move on to the setup. First you need to create a new connection. Next, select the data source system, NativeForms. Now, select the action, Get Data. At this stage you need to create a virtual NativeForms account in the ApiX-Drive system. In this window you can change its name or just click Continue. When the connected account appears in the list, select it. At this stage, you see the URL for receiving data. It is to this URL that new leads from NativeForms will come. In order to continue setting up, copy the URL and go to your NativeForms personal account. Next we move on to editing forms. Find the webhook configuration item. Click on New Webhook. Paste the copied URL. Select Pick Event. In this case, I want to send data after the form is filled out. After you have configured sending data to a webhook, you need to fill out the form in order to generate data sending to the specified URL. After successfully filling out the form, we return to the ApiX-Drive system and continue configuration. At this stage you can set up a data filter. In this case there is no need for this, so just click Continue. Now, you see the data that we just filled in the form. If there is no data at this stage, try following the steps described earlier. If you are satisfied with everything, click Continue. At this point, setting up the NativeForms data source has been successfully completed. Now you need to move on to setting up the data destination. Select the system Gmail. Next, select an action, Send Email. At this stage you need to connect your Gmail account to the ApiX-Drive system. In this window you need to specify the login and password of your Google account. Be sure to check all access boxes. When the connected login appears in the list of active accounts, select it and click Continue. At this stage you see Gmail fields for sending new emails. In the To Email field you can specify a variable from NativeForms that contains the lead's email. In this case, an email will be sent to each lead, and you fill out the subject and body fields in such a way that with each new lead from NativeForms you will receive this email. If you want to receive new emails to yourself about new leads from NativeForms, then in the To Email field you can enter your email manually. To go to a new line, press Enter. When all the required fields are assigned, click Continue. At this stage you see an example of data that will be sent to the specified email with each new lead from NativeForms. If you are not satisfied with something, click Edit and you will go back a step. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to Gmail. After successful sending, go to Gmail and check the result. If you are satisfied with everything, return to the ApiX-Drive system and continue setting up. At this point, setting up Gmail as a data destination has been successfully completed. Now you need to enable auto-update and select an update interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.